Joe Biggs here with Infowars.com. Now we're walking down the road, and as you can see, they have taken a blow-up Donald Trump doll, or a blow-up Donald Trump balloon thing, put him in a KKK outfit. This is at 15th Avenue in Vernon. It says, "Make America Hate Again, Trump." And then you got some dumbass over here that says, "Make America Mexico Again." So why do you want to make America Mexico again? It's what? How is it anti?
Anti-Mexican.
Yeah, how?
Well, he called us criminals and rapists.
No, he said that the criminals were coming over, which is a fact.
Is it?
I mean, some have come over, yes. I mean, if it's not our fault if you take it the wrong way, if you think that you're a criminal, he said that some are coming over that are criminal.
Well, as a politician, you obviously don't stereotype a whole community of people, a whole demographic of people as a certain way. You should know that clearly affects the way those people are viewed, and that affects those people personally.
Okay, well, I feel affected when the government comes out and says that I should be demonized because one guy went in with a gun and killed a whole bunch of people. So why should I be put into that category? Why should I be looked at as a bad person because I like guns?
Are you? Does media do that to you as a white male?
Of course. Oh, I'm the white man thing?
Oh, you are, aren't you?
Yeah. Got good eyes.
Thanks.
So why are you guys out here today?
Why are we out here? Because we don't support Donald Trump or his racist rhetoric, and we don't want that in our country.
Have you ever talked to him before or met him? Or did you just watch that on MSNBC and hear that?
I've seen the way he speaks. I've seen his interviews. I think that reflects the way he thinks of, his policy.
So what do you think about his temporary ban on Muslims?
Temporary ban on Muslims. I think it's very reminiscent of Hitler's policy towards Jews back in the day.
How many Jews has Trump killed?
0.
So why is he compared to Hitler then?
How many Jews did Hitler kill before that rhetoric? Yeah.
But you're already demonizing him and he's done nothing. You don't want to be demonized for something you didn't do. You said you're not a criminal. So why would you do that to him?
Because I haven't personally attacked or gone after a certain group of people.
So neither has he.
I believe that he has through his policy.
Temporary ban on Muslims?
Has it happened yet? Is that happening?
He's proposing it. It's in his policy.
Yeah, but that's the good thing about the U.S. government. They have to go through Congress and all that. Do you think those people are going to let it happen? I mean, let's be realistic here.
So should we just waste our time while this goes filibustering through Congress if he comes into power?
How would the face of America be if Donald Trump is proposing we have temporary bans on Congress? That's such a bad face, even if it would be stopped in Congress. Do you understand that?
Oh, I understand, but I'm saying, but it's just like Bernie Sanders is a socialist. Like, if he were to, it's whatever you want to call it, but regardless.
But that's ignorance. No, you don't know what, you're just comparing it to socialism, but democratic socialism is different.
It's been done in this country and it worked. It pulled us out of the repression while FDR was a president.
Okay. So are you here today?
I'm here because we want to send a message to Trump that his ideas do not reflect a lot of ours in Phoenix.
So do you support violence outside Trump rallies, spitting on other protesters because you have a different point of view than them?
Absolutely not, and we are not. We want to keep this peaceful. We've seen different rallies, such as those where they're blocking highways, and we are not standing for that today. We want to send a peaceful message, like her says, that love trumps hate.
All right, and I appreciate that. That's awesome. That's the worst thing you can possibly do is when I hear people come out and protest. I don't care if people protest. What I don't like is when someone goes to a protest and they spit on people and throw eggs at them like they did in San Jose.
Yeah, we are trying.
So,
we don't want
cool.
that to happen, and if
Well, thank you.
us,
Keep it that way. That's awesome. Thanks.
Yep.
Have a good one, guys. Joe Biggs here with Infowars.com. Now we're at the anti-Trump rally right down the road for where Donald Trump will be speaking later on this afternoon. What's your name, sir?
Renee.
Renee? And why are you here today?
I'm just here to give my support to this community, giving back, showing that, that we're not going to let ourselves get taken over by somebody that has so much hate against us, and that it's always looking blame somebody instead of themselves and showing other ways to show how to care about people.
So do you live here in America?
Yes, I do.
So why not have the American flag?
Because my parents were also here illegally, and I'm supporting them. They brought us, came from Mexico to give a better life.
But I mean, they left for a reason, because it's bad, right?
Yes, they did.
But my thing is, and that's why it looks bad for a lot of demonstrators when I go to all these rallies, when people wave Mexican flags and not the American flag. If Mexico was good, then people would stay, but people come here because it's a better life for their family, So don't you think your message would get by a lot better if you actually had the American flag to show that you are with America, but you have Mexican roots,
I'm more Mexican than American. I'm more Mexican because...
So is your allegiance to Mexico or to America?
Both. Because I have both nationalities. I have Mexican nationality and Mexican nationality.
Because, I have a lot of buddies that came from Mexico, joined the U.S. Army, fought in combat.
So they have both nationalities.
Yeah, but they got their American citizenship, and they would never be caught dead. They only would have an American flag.
I just put this for example, at soccer games, at events, how come we don't do the national anthem? How come we just do the countries that that whoever they're playing? How come we don't do the national anthem afterward? All three, teams have done it. Why? I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't watch sports, so I don't know.
Then there we go. So because
I don't believe in sports. I think there's more important things to care about in the world. Like, if people are more concerned about racism, turn off the soccer game, turn off the football games, turn off the basketball games, and actually get out on the streets and do something about it in a peaceful way and bring attention to it instead of glorifying people that really don't care about you.
Like I said, just my way of showing, people that are here illegally that can't come out here as well. Maybe showing the Mexican flag makes them want to, at least there's somebody out there that's speaking for us, that we're under the shadows, that they can't talk for us, because they're afraid of coming out here and getting harassed or arrested or whatever. Because
who are they going to be harassed by?
Just by anybody, just because they don't know how to defend themselves in, talking in English. And they only know in Spanish.
So do you support this kind of rally, or do you support the violent rallies that you see outside?
No, just peaceable. I think it's better because that's what we're here to do. We're not here to go do violence and stuff like that, because if we do violence, then, the world will be full of violence.
Well, like what we saw in San Jose, California, Albuquerque, all those different places, when someone wants to go see a presidential candidate, regardless if you agree with them or not, Americans have the right to go see that person speak, do you agree?
Correct, I do.
And my thing is I get upset when I witness this stuff, when people go out to these rallies and they're being spit on, cursed at, called racist because they want to go see this guy talk. A lot of them aren't even for him. They're just curious to see what he has to say. They've never seen him in person, but they get spit on, demonized, and that looks bad when I see protesting like that,
Don't they cause it to themselves? They wear Donald Trump shirts and they're just going to go up.
Yeah, but that's freedom of speech.
Exactly.
Like you can wear Stop Hate Trump. Or I saw a guy in Dallas yesterday that had a shoot Trump. That's his freedom of speech, but you're inciting violence.
Yeah, but are you going to go see him for the first time and wear a Donald Trump shirt, or are you going to go just as a civilian just to hear what he...
Well, I didn't say every single person in there was their first time, but
I'm just talking about in general.
Okay, but I see Bernie Sanders people go to rallies with Bernie shirts on. Why are they not? He's a socialist. Look at what's happened in Venezuela.
Yeah, it was going... True, but what can you do? At least we're not here to cause.
Yeah, I know, but my thing is if we're gonna have freedom of speech in America, everyone should have the right to wear a Donald Trump shirt, whatever. You have the right to have a Mexican flag on, But at the same time, it should be your allegiance. What always should be with America, because that's where you live, that's where you're able to have a job, where if you have kids, to raise them up.
Like I told you, I did it because there's a bunch of people out there that can't come to these rallies because they're afraid to live under the shadow. Scared or a pile just by even going down the street to go get groceries. Why not support them? Why not have them in our back? If we can do it, and have a voice because we're citizens here, why not support the people that are living under the shadows?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.